This organism has no brain, no neurons, no nervous system. It just learned like Pavlov's dogs. Meet Stentor coeruleus, a single-celled organism that lives in ponds. At 2 millimeters long, it's a giant among cells, visible to the naked eye. It swims using thousands of tiny hair-like cilia. It attaches to surfaces with a stalk called a holdfast, and it feeds through a funnel-shaped mouth at its top. One cell. That's all it is. There are levels of learning. The simplest is habituation. Stop reacting to something harmless after repeated exposure. Every animal does this. Even plants do this. But associative learning is different, connecting two unrelated things, predicting that one leads to another. That's what Pavlov showed with his dogs. Ring a bell before feeding them, and eventually the bell alone triggers salivation. That requires memory, prediction, anticipation. In 2026, Sam Gershman and his team at Harvard did something remarkable. They ran Pavlov's experiment on Stentor. They paired a harmless stimulus with a contraction-triggering stimulus. Over repeated trials, Stentor began responding to the harmless stimulus alone. It had learned the association. A single cell with no neurons, no synapses, no brain, performing the same kind of learning that was supposed to require a nervous system. This raises a question that most of neuroscience cannot answer. If a single cell can learn, where is the learning happening? There are no neural networks inside Stentor, no synaptic connections, no brain regions. But there is something. A dense network of microtubules, the same hollow protein cylinders found inside every neuron in your brain. The same structures that some researchers believe are the actual substrate of biological computation. We spent a century studying the brain's electrical signals, convinced that consciousness and learning live in the network of neurons. But Stentor has no network. It has one cell, and it learned. Maybe the computation was never in the network. Maybe it was always in the tubes inside the cells.